Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Heat Vision podcast. I got myself Hector, Javi,
What up?
and Mario.
Yo.
And we're going to be reviewing Smile. But before we get into that, I want to let you guys know that you guys can listen to us anywhere. YouTube, SoundCloud, Google, Apple, what else? Spotify. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Listen to us anywhere and follow our socials at Heat Vision Podcast. And as always, there will be containing spoilers. So just letting you guys know, this podcast, there will always be spoilers. So just a fair warning. But yeah, we're going to be reviewing Smile. This new horror movie that's definitely had a lot of people talking about it, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it kind of bugs me because I'm like, damn, I want this attention for Barbarian.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want this attention for Barbarian, but no, it's this movie, which I get it. To be fair, Barbarian didn't have a lot of marketing. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
But speaking of marketing, before we get into it,
I know what
their
you're gonna say.
marketing shit
I know what
was
you're gonna say.
genius.
Hell yeah.
How do you want to get into that? You want to tell them?
Let me guess. Baseball games?
Yeah, bro. Let's go ahead. Tell the people, man.
Bro, that shit was crazy. So, basically we had a couple of we had some marketing shit for this movie, like trailers and TV spots, but before maybe like 2 weeks before the movie had come out, we started seeing a different form of marketing that I don't think I've ever seen have done before ever. And that is that the production company would send out creepy looking people, which I don't mean to sound like an insult.
When they smile.
You know, I don't mean to sound like an insult. But they send out these people that wear a t-shirt, and the t-shirt will have the word smile on it, which is in promotion of the movie. And basically they'll send these people out during a baseball game, and they'll have them standing right behind center field. So right behind where the batter, you know how like when you watch a baseball game, the way the camera's framed up is like the pitcher's like towards the bottom of the screen, and then the batter is like right across, like it's like towards like the top right portion, like somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, so like they're like dead ass in front, like.
Right. So like right behind the batter, where like you would see the audience, like people watching from center field. Off to the side, you would see someone with a shirt that says smile on it, and they'd be standing there, and they themselves would be smiling from ear to ear and would look right at the camera and would not break character for like 4 innings.
And there was definitely evidence, because I've seen a bunch of TikTok videos of people at the game recording these people and saying, yo, this person has been smiling for the past, what, I don't know baseball, 3 innings or 2 innings.
Yeah, like it's which is basically like 2 hours.
Yeah, and then that's what they're saying, that this person has not stopped smiling. Like, my question is, though, is how the fuck do they do that? Imagine smiling for that long. What the fuck? How do you even prepare for that, bro?
I know.
They must be getting the bag. How much would you charge for you to do that?
Well, it depends. Like, if they're gonna send me out to like the baseball game,
Yeah.
for one thing, like I'd have to stay smiling the whole time.
Yeah.
But also,
We actually
but
smiled.
also, like I love baseball,
Yeah.
so they're putting me right at center field.
You're smiling,
So
but you're
like,
still cheering.
I can't break character. Like
That's
I have to
facts,
remain
that's facts.
smiling, but at least I get to see a baseball game for free, bitch.
They gotta hire people that don't like baseball.
Yeah.
I got my ass. Hey, but if I mean, for me to do it, for me to be smile, well, it depends like how long, how many innings, how many hours I got to stay there before I could leave. Hey man, like
To fit the
maybe
character, I feel like it gotta be the whole game.
couple
bro.
$1,000s, man. A few
Hey
thousand.
man, hell yeah, bro. So
Something like
they
that.
got the money.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, Mario, did you hear about that? About this?
I'm honest with you. No, I did not.
Wow,
Really?
you never
And
heard of it.
It wasn't just baseball games. Like you know that show Good Morning America.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
like they were
yeah.
also doing it with
I've seen
that.
that.
So like with Good Morning America, when they're sitting like on their desks, like and when they start the show, they have a window right behind them where they see people that are standing outside like of the studio, and they'll have posters like, "Oh my God, I'm on TV," or like, "Hey mom," or you know, "We love good GMA, Good Morning America."
Yeah.
And then blended in with the crowd behind them through the window would be someone else smiling
With an
wearing-
umbrella.
with an umbrella wearing
Oh,
a
it's creepy.
smile shirt.
Yep.
So
That shit
like
was
these
creepy.
people would be sending out real life people that are smiling that would not break character in promotion for this movie, which I found to be
It was genius.
the
man.
most genius form of marketing I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, I never seen anything
By
like that either,
far.
bro.
By far.
I'd never seen anything like that. So when I saw that, I'm like, dude, this shit lit. And I think the only thing that could compare to that marketing is the Blair Witch Project. The reason, the reason why that blew up is because people actually thought
that the missing people
was real, and the found footage was real because they forged police reports and all that shit.
Hey, yo,
Oh,
Siri's
shit.
talking and shit. Sorry about that. But yeah, it's because back in 1999, when the Blair Witch Project movie was coming out, rather than putting out like a regular poster for like promoting the movie, the posters would actually be missing people pictures. Like, have you seen this person missing since so and so?
Yeah.
And it would be pictures of the people that were in the movie. And I heard that a lot of people back then thought that they were real, and that this Blair Witch Project movie was actually real shit. Because it was filmed like found footage.
Yep.
So a lot of people thought that it was a real thing and that we were going to see what happened to these people and why they were missing.
They even faked police reports, bro.
Yeah.
So that shit, to me, that was like the most genius shit, and that's why I did that. That's why I did
Until
well.
people found out that eventually it was, of course, it was all actors and it was all shit. But that form of marketing was also like at the level where that like Smile is
Hell
today.
yeah, definitely.
So I would say that.
And
it's
I honestly, I encourage more horror movies to do this.
Hell
man.
yeah.
Or honestly, any movie, with this type of marketing, they should definitely encourage it. But yeah, with that getting out the way, with getting that out the way, guys, we're just gonna move right into it. We're not gonna go super crazy with this, just because,
movie's been out for a while,
right? And so we're just gonna mostly talk about the things that we liked and stuff, some important parts, and but yeah, the whole
I do gotta say,
yeah, go on.
I couldn't enjoy this movie.
Oh
a
shit.
lot.
Oh shit.
Because I went to go see it.
Okay.
This past Sunday night.
Mm-hmm.
And
is it what I think it is?
there was a bunch of 13-year-olds.
Yes, I fucking knew it.
That were there.
What time did you go?
It was like
Mario?
like 7:50.
I fucking knew it.
What's going on?
I fucking knew it.
I don't know what's going
We
on.
experienced the same thing.
No.
Yeah, we did.
We experienced the same thing.
Yep.
And after the fucking movie, I said this to Mario. This was my theory. This is my theory when it comes to horror movies or any movie, right? Is that when you go early, like either at 7 or 6 p.m., you will always have those teenagers for those movies. Because obviously those teenagers, they want to go see a horror movie or whatever. And obviously they fuck around and be loud and stuff.
Yeah, dude. It was
during those times. Because every single time when we go watch a movie, bro, it's always at 8 or 9, like really late. And there's no teenagers to be seen. Why? Because they're teenagers and they can't be out that late.
Right.
So that was my theory that I was telling to Mario. And I was, right, Mario? I was talking to you in the car. I'm like, dude, that's got to be it.
So y'all had the same shit.
We
too.
went at 7. We went at 7 and we had the same
We
experience.
had annoying ass motherfuckers behind us and kind of next to me. Kind of
in front of us, too.
Dude.
And in front of us, because the person next to me, Javi, that ass, it was some lady. And it was like almost near the end of the movie, right?
Oh my god.
And you can hear her texting. You know the iPhone texting
like
sound?
and when she
And
would
she
get
did
a
it
message.
for a while. She did it
Bro.
for a while until she sent it. She's like, oh.
Bro, when she would get a message, we even heard the text. No, like ding. We heard that shit.
Yeah.
We're like, what the fuck? And obviously the teenagers like laughing and giggling. And when the movie was about to start, those quiet moments where like it's showing the previews and then it's quiet. One dude would be like, "Why is it so quiet right now?" Like, dude, what the
Cringe.
fuck, dude?
Secondhand embarrassment.
And that's my theory. Is do not go to these fucking movies, horror movies or anything, at 7 p.m. or under. Do not.
Or earlier, you mean?
Or sorry, earlier.
Yeah.
Watch these fucking movies,
Like
I say,
after
at
8.
9 p.m. Because those teenagers got to be home because they got school the next day. Or their parents, like I said, they're teenagers. They can't be out long. And you won't have anyone bothering you. Because every single
Crazy.
time.
I thought it was just me, bro.
No, bro. No.
Y'all had the same shit.
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wonder why.
Even in past movies that we would go around those times, we would have the same experiences. Like that's like with Thor: Love and Thunder, we went at 6, and it was the same situation.
But it was just one person mainly.
Well, yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's true. But then again, there weren't many kids though. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
And there were kids, and like sometimes like you could hear them crying or whatever. But then the parents were actually being parents, and they would take them out.
Right.
But no, like majority of the horror movies that I've seen around those times, bro, like I've always had that experience. Even when I went to go see It, the first It and the second It in theaters, is obviously years ago. But when I would go like at 5 or 6 p.m. and the same situation. Every single horror movie, I'm like, dude, what the fuck? So I'm glad you said that, bro, because I'm like, dude, me and Mario experienced the same shit, dude.
You're gonna be at the
So
worst moments, bro,
fucking-
where there'd be like a quiet moment, and
And they wouldn't shut the fuck up, bro.
Yeah, I'm
Yes,
just like,
bro.
bro,
Oh
can
my
you like I
God.
can't.
I thought it was
hear.
just me,
No, man.
and I can't
No.
believe you
Bro.
guys had the same experience.
Bro, there was
it
a-
was weird because my auditorium
Yeah.
had a fuck ton of them though.
Oh, it was probably worse for him.
Yeah, it was probably worse
Like
for him.
I don't know what it was. Like they all came in a group.
Oof.
They took out the entire front row in front of me.
Oh, it's a wrap.
And there were some
Oh,
people
no.
sitting like all the way at the end of because like,
No,
you
it
know
was
me.
worse for him.
You know me,
I know,
like
yeah.
you know when I buy a ticket for a movie
You're in the
theater,
middle.
I try to get like the most middle, and I
Yeah.
did. I got the best seat. I was right directly in the middle of the screen. These kids fucking came all in a group. They all took up the front row ahead of me,
damn.
the whole thing. And then a couple of them took out like three seats all the way at the end over there. A couple like 3 more seats over there.
You know what?
So it was a whole group. I'm like, what is this?
Bet
Like
you
a-
money.
This is a field trip, bitch. Is this are they all coming from a school
Listen,
or something?
Bet you money the reason why they went is for us. We were the reason the way we saw the trailer was because we want to go see a movie, and then it was the first trailer, like whatever. We're like, yo, what is this movie? And we saw it, and we're like, hooked. Yo, that shit was lit. These guys, bet you money, most of these kids, the reason why they know about this film or interested is because of that whole TikTok marketing shit.
Probably.
You know, because obviously people on TikTok, yo, have you seen this? Like, people are like, yo, it's going to be lit. And that's why I got so much attention. But anyways, man, I feel bad for you, bro. Guys, don't fucking see horror movies around those times.
Just don't be annoying.
Watch it like, just watch it. Go watch it in grown up time.
Yeah,
9
bro.
PM,
There was a
10
like when we
Grown
were
up
watching.
time.
Grown up time.
That
When
is-
we were-
there's
when
a
we were
reason.
watching
There's a
the-
reason why our not our local, but like a town next to us, a local theater, they don't allow fucking people under age 18 after
Motherfucker, we should be
6.
doing-
We're not going.
But what's it called? Yeah, like we were watching the previews for a bunch of movies and stuff, and Black Adam showed up.
Yeah.
And by the end of the preview, one of those kids were like, "It's the guy from Fortnite."
Yeah, man. Oh.
And I was like, and when I heard that, I was
Shut
like,
the fuck up.
"No,
man.
not well, yeah, that too, right?" But when I heard that, I was like, "It's not gonna get better from here, is it? It's gonna just get worse."
How did it? Okay, I need to know. I know we haven't gotten into the movie yet. We're gonna do it really quick, guys. Don't worry. But I just need to know, how was it with the jump scares? How did they react during the jump scares?
Like, you know how like before the jump scares would happen, it would be
Yeah.
quiet.
Yeah.
So I try to stay quiet,
No.
and then the kids would be like you'd just hear them go, "Oh no!"
Yeah. Oh my
They like be talking and whispering amongst themselves, like, "Oh hell no!" Like,
Okay.
"Hey, don't go in there, I'm
Dude.
like, I'm like, wow, like
This is gonna be a huge time jump in the movie, but I don't give a fuck. I need to say this. But first, let me say this. There was a point, bro, where me and Mario were watching the movie. It was the beginning scene when finally we get to introduce it into the nurse or whatever. She's talking, whatever.
yeah.
And we hear something to our right, dude. We hear something to our right. Like someone talking. And we're like, I'm like, Mario, did you hear this? Like, yeah. He's like, was that the fucking movie or was that the fucking people talking?
Yeah, we couldn't tell if it was the movie or the.
Right. So we're like, yo, okay, whatever. And another thing. Do you remember that scene where the nurse no, she's the therapist, whatever. What's her name
Yeah.
again?
I forgot her name, but we know. What you're
I
talking
forgot her
about.
name. But yeah, the main character, right?
Rose.
Rose. When she was at the house and she got into the laptop and she was looking up
Looking at the audio file.
looking at the audio file. No, let me say my shit first,
I
please.
think I know what you're gonna say.
Let me say my shit first. So do you remember where like she's listening to the audio file and it's super quiet,
Okay.
because you know it's building suspense. She's listening, she's replaying it back, raising the volume, replaying it back because she's listening to the audio of what the victim that killed herself in front of her said.
Oh,
Yeah.
Whatever. Do you
okay,
remember that?
Okay.
So it's super quiet, and we're all listening. I'm even doing this. I'm like, oh shit, I want to hear, bro. This family next to me.
Oh, yeah. They have no idea.
Bro, fucking chips or whatever the fuck. They're making noise during this sequence, bro. Mario, right? Yes or no? And Mario looks at me and we're like, dude, there's no fucking way. And I can't hear shit. And dude, it was so bad. Listen, this would piss me off. It was so bad, bro, that I was literally, I could not hear because they were fucking around with their snacks. That I had to turn around like this so I could, I want to hear. I turned around to my left like this, looking at Mario, like trying to hear, and guess what? because of that, because I had to do this, I missed the fucking jump scare.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, you didn't see what it was?
No, I knew, like, as soon as it happened, I heard and I looked and I saw like a super fast glimpse of like just like a face, like super fast like glimpse.
Yeah.
But I didn't capture it all the way, and I was so upset, bro. I'm like, dude, really, man? Like, I really fucking missed that shit.
I can bet you.
Like,
I can bet you I can one up you.
oh my god, go on.
All right, so
Let me hear
During
this.
that scene,
Yo,
they,
honestly,
they
this-
were fucking.
This is not this.
whoa, these are a bunch of 13-year-olds, Mario. You're
Oh, what
moving-
the?
you're
Yeah, he
moving-
never, he
you're
never said
moving-
anything
You're
about
moving
age,
mad
bro.
right now, bro.
Hell no.
You're moving kind of sus.
No, Mario didn't mean it like that.
Javi said the age after I said that.
All right,
That's crazy. Anyways, so yeah, these kids, right? They wouldn't shut up. They wouldn't be talking. They'd be like,
bro. This is not even a review. We're just talking shit. Yeah, we're just talking shit. At this point. Don't worry, guys.
Okay, after this, we'll get back to
Yeah,
it.
after this, Hav, then we're gonna get back into the show.
But it's just like I just wanted to like let you know I could probably one up you on
Okay,
your experience.
let me hear it.
So like halfway through the movie, like it just keeps going, right? Like these kids want to shut up. Eventually, this family that was sitting in front of me,
Yeah.
it was a dude, and I think he took like his daughter. His daughter maybe looked a little older. They both got up and left, walked out of the movie.
Okay.
I thought they would come back, and they never did.
Okay.
And I was like, damn, either they're going to the bathroom or they just said, fuck this. Like, these kids won't shut up. Fuck this shit. Like, they just
Probably,
left,
dude.
right? And I was like, whatever. And I just keep watching the movie. A few minutes later.
Question.
Yeah.
Hold that thought. When you do that, can you ask for a refund?
That's the thing. I don't know.
Because, like, sure, they could look up, oh, yeah, the movie's showing right now, and it's not done, so technically you haven't seen it. So here, you could give a refund. Or you could say, hey, there's people out in there. The movie's not over. Can I get a refund? Like, you know what I mean? I wonder.
Maybe.
I wonder.
I've never tried it.
Yeah, I wonder if you could do that. Anyways, go on.
But yeah, the dad and the little girl,
Yeah.
they left. And like I said, either they went to go to the bathroom and they were going to come back, or they just dipped.
Or she might have been scared.
Maybe. But either way, they left and they never came back. And I was like, damn, that's crazy. Like, I was waiting for them to come back and they never did. I was like, yeah, they probably did. A few minutes later, something creepy happens.
Okay.
These two people dressed entirely in black, wearing
Okay.
face masks, come into the movie theater.
Nah, Hoff. That's like my worst fear.
Bro.
That's my worst fear.
Nah, that
How the
is
fuck
my
did you
worst fear.
feel when that happened?
I was
when you saw that.
No, I was like dead, like scared shitless. I'm like, what's going on? Who are these people? They show up, and one of them cuts around and starts walking up the stairs.
Only one?
Yeah, like
Nah,
and they
fuck
and they
that.
and
No.
they and they stand all the way like in the top row of the seats on one end, and the other person walks
No,
around.
I would have left. I would have left right
and
there.
I was about to leave.
I would have left right there, bro.
I was about to leave. I was about to be like, what the fuck?
Were
And
you
I-
by yourself? Did you see the movie by yourself?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and it was like 7 something, bro. And I'm like, the whole time I'm trying to watch the movie, but I'm like this. I'm like, who are
Okay.
these people standing here? Like, are they about to like fuck? Like, who are these people? Cause
Okay,
they're,
so
because they're
two-
dressed in all black. You can't see their face, so I'm like, they're wearing
Yeah.
face masks or something, and they're just standing there like this, like statues.
Okay.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
And
I was-
there was two dudes. One of them were on the other side of the theater, each side. Like,
Yeah, like they both went up the steps and
Yeah.
they went all the way to the back,
Yeah.
and one was standing on one side,
No,
one was
man.
standing on the other.
Nah, bro.
And I'm like, what the fuck? And one of the kids tried to like say some shit to them. Like one of the kids thought he was funny. He was like, "Hey man, like get the fuck out of here! You standing there being creepy as fuck right now." I was like, "What's this kid saying?"
Where did you go?
I went to Lincolnshire,
Oh shit.
the Regal Theater that has the IMAX.
Damn, that's a nice theater.
It is. And I was like, what the fuck? And one of the kids got up. One of the kids had. It's funny because these kids like this kid was like 12 or some shit.
Okay.
He had the balls to get up and go up to them.
What the fuck is
out.
going on?
And like I heard the kid was like talking to the person, and the person replied, "Oh, we just heard that there was a noise complaint, blah blah blah." And I was like, "Oh, they're employees." I was
no,
like,
fuck that. Employees shouldn't be dressed like that.
it was
Oh my
probably well.
God.
Here's the thing: it's probably their uniforms, and there was just black, like black pants, black sweaters.
No, Hav. Dude, if I saw that, Like what you said, if I saw two dudes like that, dressed in black, covering their face, one of them goes this way, the other one gets to the other side, I think something's up.
And they're just overlooking us.
I think it's gonna be a fucking shootout or some bullshit, some mass shooting.
Dude.
At that point, if I were you, I actually would have left, bro. I would have left. I would have ran out of there, bro. I'm not even. And I'll probably be embarrassed about it, but like, I'm not taking no chances.
No, yeah.
If I had the fucking piece on me, I would have had my hand on my gun.
Yeah.
And I would have been okay. Let me see, man, because obviously I can't automatically fucking just shoot him out of suspicion. Right. But I'd definitely be ready with my hand on my gun. I'm like, dude, nah, I'm not dying like this, bitch.
Uh-huh.
No, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like if it was just you and me there, I dead ass would tell you, let's leave, bro. Like
right now. I probably would have left with you.
Dude, no, because the way you describe that's just creepy, dude.
I'm telling you, bro.
No fucking way, man.
I'm like, what are these people doing here in a horror movie and shit?
Like were you actually scared, bro?
I was nervous.
Go through.
Well, because I'm thinking worst case scenario. I think like you, like the way you do.
No, yeah.
Like I'm thinking worst case scenario. Like, what the fuck are these people? They're not moving. They're just standing there, like statuesque, bro. They're not like moving. They're not like moving around or like shimmying. When they're not even like so much as tapping their foot on the floor. They're literally just standing there, like statues.
But not only that, like when you see them coming in and then you see them split, and they're all wearing black, like that would have set me off right there. I would have been.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. So then one of the kids went up to talk to one of them, and I didn't hear what the kid said, but I heard I heard one of them the person that replied to the kid was like, "Oh, we heard that there was a noise complaint, blah blah blah, like people talking." And I was like, "Oh my god,
but
they're employees."
Do you think the dad and the daughter that left?
Yes, it had to have been.
Yeah,
because they never came back.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that's what had happened. So yeah, what's up? Did I one up you?
Yeah, you did,
bro.
You did one up me, man.
Dude, that shit was the scariest because you never know.
No, man.
Like,
dude,
that was some worst case. Like,
the way, because the way times is, bro. Like, you just don't know what the fucking happened, man. It's a sad world that we live in right now. Is definitely you don't know what can happen, and every single time, I've never been more aware and more cautious when I go to a movie theater than now.
Me too.
Every single time I watch a movie, no matter what movie it is. Mm-hmm. Every single time I see people come in, I always look.
Of course.
Always. Before, I never did that before. Never.
Well, yeah.
But now I always look. And there's been times, bro, where I would go to watch these movies and some people would come in with backpacks.
Yeah.
And that would throw me the fuck off. I'm like, why is this dude wearing a fucking backpack? And even with my brother, he would be like, yeah, I don't know. And I'm always looking to see what he's doing. And because I'm always thinking like, okay, this dude has a fucking backpack. I'm already thinking of the plan, what I could do, like what I can do to protect my siblings, and then myself, right? My siblings first, and then myself. So yeah, man, it fucking sucks. I definitely believe in concealed carrying. I don't want to get too political in this bitch, but it is what it is, man. Yeah, man, it's just terrible. It's fucking whack, and we already 23 minutes in. We haven't even gone. This is insane, guys, and we deeply apologize, but I'm assuming it's entertaining at least.
Yeah,
it's definitely entertaining.
Like having the people here are, because dude, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think y'all I experienced that. I thought it was just me. Because what are the chances? Because y'all went to go see it on a Saturday, I'm assuming, right?
Yes.
I went to go see it the day after you guys in a different theater at a different time. Man. What are the chances that we both had a similar experience with 12 to 13-year-olds showing up and talking throughout the movie? Like, what is that's why I'm surprised. I'm like, wait, you guys too? What the fuck?
Yeah.
So okay. I was like confused. I'm like, I'm surprised you guys had the same experience.
All right, guys. Well, hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm assuming it's very definitely entertaining. Let's get back in the show. We're not, like I said, we're not gonna waste too much time.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's, like I said, that main character chick,
Rose.
She witnesses this woman. And she's helping her out. She's like,
she claims that she sees an entity that's always constantly smiling. Yes. She says that sometimes it looks like people who you know personally in your life and stuff like that. Like it wears masks of the people that you know, and it's like it's always smiling at me and blah blah blah. Like it always looks like it wants to hurt me. And the therapist thinks that she's maybe like crazy or maybe she's hallucinating. She's like, you don't understand. I'm not hallucinating. Yeah. And then she starts screaming, going crazy. Because she sees it, but Rose doesn't see anything behind her. She doesn't see nothing. And so she's just screaming, and she's just like rolling around on the ground. And the therapist goes and tries to phone for security and shit. And when she turns around, the girl's not lying on the ground anymore. And instead, she's standing right behind her. She's
Yeah,
smiling. The
that's just
creepiest fucking smile.
creepy.
Too.
Yeah.
And,
She's still bad though.
I don't know.
She's still bad.
And what?
She's bad.
She's still bad.
Oh yeah, you're right. Anyways, yeah, and then
I'ma
she
smile
grabs,
with her.
She grabs a
Dumb.
All right, okay, go.
yeah. And she had a broken piece of a vase, and she ends up cutting her fucking
Throat.
from like
Oh, no,
from
no,
like
no.
her cheek all the way down to her neck, bro.
Yeah.
And the whole time I'm watching, I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
man,
bro,
that
it was
shit's
crazy.
fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like it didn't turn away at all. Like it just showed the whole part where he was like cutting, and I was like, damn, crazy. What the fuck? And then she just fucking kills herself. And
Yeah.
you find out in the movie that if you witness someone killing themselves when they're smiling, that
You
now
basically
you're
have it.
attached with that entity.
Yeah.
It passes on.
And it passes on to you, and then you start to hallucinate and see shit too. And so the whole movie is like an investigative movie. It gave me, you know what vibe this movie gave me, bro? The Ring.
Yeah, the whole 7 days to die. Type
Right,
shit.
like,
Yeah.
and then like every day was it was like weird, and there's like shit going on. She's like you trying to investigate deeper as to like, well, who else has experienced this? Who else are victims? Who else has killed themselves? Like
Yeah.
that whole like investigative thing where she's trying to figure out what's going on while there's scary like jump scares and horror shit going on like throughout. The movie gave me like vibes from like The Ring.
Yeah,
The first Ring
and
movie.
that's honestly like a quick summary. You know what you just said, how you get cursed. It's a whole investigative thing of how to get rid of it and stuff. And you know, I think one of the 'cause obviously she's also seeing people smile and stuff like that. You know, we're not gonna get too crazy on that.
Yeah, man, that shit
But-
would be crazy. Like when she's like when she's talking to someone,
Yeah,
and then the phone would ring, and it'd be that person.
that's what
Yeah.
I was gonna say. Let's talk about that scene because I actually like that scene.
With when
Yeah.
she of the girl's therapist, the Rose.
Yeah,
therapist?
so Rose's therapist decides to visit her
That was
because you know Rose is seeing things. She talked with the therapist and stuff, and so she's like, okay, what are you doing here? Whatnot. She's inside, and she sits on the couch and they're talking, talking about their whatever issue that's going on, and then you hear the phone ring,
Yeah.
and Rose is not picking it up obviously because she has a guest over, her therapist,
Right.
and the therapist is like, well, aren't you gonna get that? And Rose is like, well, yeah, I guess, whatever. She picks it up, and it's the fucking therapist that's on the couch. And that shit, I think I looked at Mario and I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
shit
yeah,
was
yeah.
creepy.
Yeah.
Go, you want to finish
And
it
then
off?
the
Hop?
therapist just starts smiling,
Dude,
Yeah.
that smile.
and I was
oh,
like,
shit.
no.
And
And then the
every-
voice changed, and she started
Yeah,
talking.
and
And
the
Touch
shit.
steps were like big thuds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and all
dude.
this other shit.
That shit was
And
lit.
then when she grabbed her by the face, it was like this and shit. I
Yeah.
wanna check. I was like, what the fuck, bro? This shit's crazy.
No, we're good.
Oh
yeah,
my God,
yeah.
bro.
That was probably one of my one of my favorite ones.
So that jump scare that you missed, bro, like I said, you didn't get to see it.
Yeah,
so what it
man.
is like the girl was like replaying the audio and stuff.
yeah.
And if you notice, the camera was getting closer and closer to the girl's face as she was trying to hear
Yeah.
that. And it was like a close up of her face, and then a shot of the laptop,
Mm-hmm.
and then a close up of her face, and then the laptop, and it went back and forth like maybe 3 times. And the 4th time,
Oh,
there was the ghost of a girl.
That would've been dope.
I think the girl that killed herself.
I think so.
She just goes like, rah, like
Did she look
screams.
fucked
like
up?
Rose.
Yeah, she looked.
I
real,
wanted
like-
to see it, bro.
Yeah,
It
she
was.
just goes,
Yeah, it
"Rah,"
was
and she,
scary. I
like-
got scared, bro. I was
and
like,
she,
what the fuck?
And she jumps out of her seat.
No, I know.
Yeah.
People jumped and,
And
Mario
they looked,
jumped.
and she wasn't there anymore. The thing is,
Fuck,
though,
man, I
I did
gotta
see
see
that.
that.
I did see that in the trailer, so I was expecting that.
Oh, I didn't. I actually didn't see.
I didn't see
for
the
this,
trailer.
so
I saw the first trailer. That was
Yeah.
it. I didn't see the rest.
Yeah. And then,
And that's another thing. Speaking of the trailer, where things show too much, and I get it. Remember the trailer with that scene with her sister decides to come
Yes,
outside
yes.
and her head does that
goes
shit?
like the,
Yeah.
yeah.
That shit was dope for the trailer. I get it to get people's attention, but I feel like if it wasn't shown in the trailer, that shit would have been raw.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, cause obviously when I saw her coming, we expected it. We knew what was gonna happen.
Yeah, and even
And whatnot.
and even when I was watching it, the kids were like, "Oh my god, it's the scene in
Yeah,
the trailer," and
you
like
know
the
what I
kids
mean?
wouldn't shut the fuck up. I was like, "Oh my god." But like, it wasn't scary because I saw that scene in
No,
the
yeah.
trailer, but also because these kids were like, oh, "It's a scene. Close your eyes,
Yeah.
dude. Close your eyes." I'm like,
Yeah. So
I just wanted to yell like,
so
"Grow up!"
In,
Like, I
so
just-
in
yeah.
general, honestly, I did enjoy the jump scares. You know what I mean?
Mm.
I did enjoy the jump scares in this movie. It wasn't super tacky or super cheesy. Sure, I missed that one jump scare, and I wish I had it.
Yeah.
But yeah, eventually, she reunites with her ex-boyfriend. right? Who's also a cop.
Yeah, man.
And-
Shout out to that dude.
Yeah, and
He played he played the Flash in Smallville.
Oh, he did. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so he ends up obviously helping her like investigate the situation. We find out, other records of people killing themselves in front of other people, like even videos or whatnot.
You also find out
Yeah,
you
like
only
that
have
dude.
1 week,
Yeah, he only found out like some people lasted for 3 or 4 days to a week.
and she's on like. What
She
day
was
you
on her 4th day.
My 4th.
Yeah, right.
And then like that one dude in the gas station when he took like those big ass scissors
Yeah,
that people
man.
use for gardening.
Yeah.
What are
And he's
those?
just I forgot what they're
Garden
called.
clippers or something?
Yeah, and he just goes like
Yeah,
just
that
kills
shit was
himself
gnarly,
in front
man.
of that woman. That shit was crazy. And then I was really interested into like, because I was wondering, I was like, is this just like a doomed? Like, are you just doomed to die?
Yeah,
or
right.
can you escape it? And when she finds out about that guy, that dude in the prison,
That one person.
that one person who got away, and you're like, I wonder what's
the
like,
out?
how do you get out of that? And so the dude's like, you're supposed to like take someone's life. You're supposed to kill him, and you're supposed to make it a mess, like trying to make it as messy. And it makes
But you have
sense.
to have to do it in front of someone, a witness.
Yeah.
So someone has to see it.
Exactly. And so
Why are you laughing?
Because remember with Rose
Okay.
when she's at the hospital
Uh-huh.
and there's Harold and
Oh
Kumar again?
my god.
You should bring this up. You should talk about.
Yeah, after Javi
Yeah,
makes
just
his
like,
point.
go-
Go.
I was just gonna say that it made sense that's why he's in prison in the first place, because someone witnessed him murder someone.
Yeah.
So I liked how like it kind of played. It would make like you make the connections and it made sense.
Yeah, because Rose was pretending to be a journalist, and then
And when he found out that she had it,
Yeah.
he was like, "Get the fuck away from it!" He was just
Yeah,
freaking out and shit.
man.
Dude, that guy. That's the only scene you ever see the prisoner, and
Yeah.
that scene alone, I was like,
It was pretty
He's
good.
a pretty good actor, man.
Yeah, it was good.
That was pretty good.
and so that was dope. And then obviously with this knowledge, the scene that Mario was talking about that made us laugh is when she's like, "All right, I'm gonna do it. Like I'm gonna do it."
Oh,
and
I
she
know,
takes
yeah,
the
yeah.
knife.
Yeah.
And she finally she sneaks into the hospital,
Mm-hmm.
and she has a knife in her sleeve, and she finds that one patient that she helped in the beginning of the movie,
Yeah.
and she just who was that other dude, the boss,
Cal Penn.
Cal Penn, right?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
pulls up, he's like, "Hey, Rose, what are you doing? You're not supposed to be here." And then she just looks at him and turns around and says, "Fuck it." It takes a knife and starts stabbing
Yeah.
the patient.
And the patient starts laughing.
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah. At first
You found that funny?
no. Listen,
No,
listen,
no,
listen.
no, no,
So at first we thought this was real.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Obviously, right? Me and Mario we're like, "Oh shit,
Yeah,
no
yeah,
way
yeah,
she's
yeah.
doing this." And she's gonna keep doing it. And then the dude starts like screaming as well, but not doing anything. So like Rose would pull out the knife for a split second. They're just staring at each other, and she just digs it again. He screams, "Ah!" And then he starts kind of laughing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yo, what the fuck's going on?" And that's when we started kind of laughing. And then the dude, the boss, yeah, he's like, "Ah!" He starts screaming and peeling his face off.
And we're like,
That
what
shit
the
was
fuck?
funny.
I was like,
To me, that was funny, bro.
that shit was creepy as hell.
No,
to me, it made me laugh because
I was like,
I
what
know
the
what
f-
he's been in.
Yes.
So I'm just
okay.
like, I see him. I see Harold and Kumar. What's it, Adventure to,
Stupid.
to
No,
White Castle, whatever the fuck it was called.
Yeah.
I think of
I'm
that.
gonna be honest. I'm gonna be
I
honest.
guess.
I'm gonna be honest with him. Just his voice, even he tries to talk serious. I always think of what the movies he said and the what's it called? That movie, parody movie or rated or that epic movie.
Trash.
Epic movie. Like it's just his voice, his presence. I just immediately think it's just comedy, and I could not take him seriously. I just couldn't. So when I saw him doing that, I thought it was kind of funny. I'm like, "Yo, what the fuck? Like this dude's weirdo." Like I just can't take him seriously, man. I'm sorry, man. It is what it
That's
is.
what I see him, bro.
But that was
I always
it.
remember that one scene from Harold and Kumar. When
Hey, that's bullshit,
Because he's fucking the fucking weed bag. Remember?
No.
You know what I'm talking about?
Jeez.
All right. I know what you're talking. Let me make his point. Go ahead.
What? What was I gonna
You were gonna
say?
say, you said, you know what though, and then the Mario.
Oh, I
said
said that
shit.
it's bullshit.
Oh yeah, it was
Well,
bullshit.
you guys, everything you guys are saying.
that
because,
whole
like,
scene we thought was funny.
No, like I'm saying, what's bullshit is like, what
There
if
you
these
go.
like actors who have been in comedies want to like do dramas and shit, and then there's people like you that don't take them serious, but they're out here trying to give
Okay,
their best. and
you're
shit.
right. You're
It's
right.
Like, fuck.
But you're right. But the issue is, bro, is that he has the same voice for in those comedy movies. He has
It's
the
just his
same
voice.
No, but he doesn't even try to like change it or something. Like it's just the same voice it's just the same voice, and I just can't take it seriously. You feel me? I just can't. It's just him.
He's making
He
fun
says
of the
hi,
dude's
I start
ethnicity.
laughing.
No.
Nah, I know what you
His
mean.
ethnicity. I'm not making fun of his fucking ethnicity, bro. It's just his fucking voice. Like he doesn't have an accent. It's
His
just the
tone?
It's just the way he talks. It's just funny. Like not funny, but funny because he spoke that way in those comedy movies. It's just him though. Every other comedic dude I saw in fucking other movies, I could deal with. You feel me? Like I could see it. Whatever. Just like with
Adam Sandler.
yeah, stuff like that. Whatever.
Yeah.
Right. But anyways, it was just him. That whole scene I thought was pretty funny. Like obviously I wasn't loud and laughing. I was just like, I didn't take it serious. And that was just me though. I didn't take it serious. I was like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, okay.
Once I saw the skin peeling off, I'm just like,
I was like,
okay,
what
this is,
the?
like,
I was like, all right,
getting
what the
silly.
fuck? But yeah. So obviously, we find out, obviously she couldn't end up killing. That was a whole like dream, I should say, right? That shit was crazy, right? I was like, oh shit, okay, that shit lit. And then she ends up leaving, and then she says, you know what? I can't do this. I can't kill anyone. And then she realizes that she needs. She's like, okay.
Her seventh day's about to happen.
And then she finally realizes that, hey, if in order for me to pass this on, someone has to witness my death. But what if there's no one to witness my death? It's like a loophole. I could break it. So she finds out I need to be alone. And so she calls up her ex-boyfriend, hey, blah, blah, I know what to do, whatever. I need to be alone. Don't follow me. And she ends up going to her childhood house. And then the boyfriend's like, hell no, I'm going to get your ass. Like, bruh, whatever. Typical whatever. And so she gets to this house. It's a rundown, fucking beat-up house. She goes inside. She's looking around and stuff like that. And then we get some backstories of what happened with her mom. And then later we find out that her mom obviously overdosed on accident. And she asked, and the mom would ask for help for her daughters. Like, hey, Rose, call for help or whatever. And then Rose was like, no. She said no or something like that and ran away.
She refused.
She was scared.
And we find out it was because that, I guess the mother didn't treat her right and stuff. And so I thought that was like, yo.
That was
like,
an interesting backstory.
Yeah, I was like,
I
yo.
would have enjoyed it more if these.
'Cause before I was
kids
like-
wouldn't shut the fuck up.
No, that's true. Because before, obviously, we get
Actually,
the.
it's. Let me
No,
just say
keep
this real
going.
quick. Let me
There
say this
you
real
go.
quick. I went to work the next day, and there's this girl that I talked to who she also like really likes scary movies.
Yeah.
And she didn't go see Smile, even though I told her about it. She's like, "Hey, Javi, did you go see Smile?" I was like, "Yeah, I did." She's like, "So what did you think?" I'm like, "I don't know. I gotta see it again." Damn, it was that good? No, it's because I was in a movie theater
No,
with,
that's facts.
with a bunch of kids that wouldn't shut the fuck up.
I said, yeah.
And she's like,
yeah.
"No." I'm like, "Yeah." So like, I gotta watch it again because I need to invest myself in the movie and try to like pay attention more and stuff like
No,
that
yeah.
because these kids wouldn't let me like focus it, man. So that whole scene that you're talking about when she's in the house, bro, like I'm sure it was great and all, but
No,
I
yeah,
couldn't,
it was.
I couldn't focus as much because these were the kids talking during that scene?
Were they?
No, I
don't
think they
so.
were
I think
quiet.
I think they finally like
just
got tired.
halfway through the movie, they actually shut the fuck up.
Like, they
No,
actually got
dude.
tired.
but every
Nope.
now and then they would pick it up a little
Nope.
bit.
Yeah.
Nope. For me, it was throughout,
my God.
throughout
Yeah,
the
but
whole
they get
movie.
away with
You got
Even
it
towards
worse,
the
man.
end, I was like,
Yeah, you got it way worse. But obviously, so in those scenes with obviously everything unravels at the end. But like obviously in the beginning of the movie, we do see those same scenes, and we just like, okay, she killed herself or whatever. And to me, I'm like, damn, bro, that's fucked up. I feel sorry for Rose. But after seeing this, I'm like, I mean, I do feel sorry for you, but you could have helped. But I do understand she was treating you bad. But I don't think that's justifiable to let her die. You know what I mean? It's all about a morals thing, whatever you think, right?
yeah.
So I thought that was pretty.
She can't go to jail because.
No, right. So I was like, that's crazy. And then obviously we get that scene where like you hear footsteps.
Yeah,
and she walks
bro,
out the
what
hallway.
fuck?
Yeah, she walks out the hallway and nothing's there. But then behind her, the door, we hear what? We hear something, right? We hear some noises or something.
Something.
She goes into the. She's crossing the hallway, opens the door, and then we see a woman, like on the bedside with her hair down. And dude, that creeped me out. I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
like that's a Ring type shit.
And she was smiling.
No, yeah, and
Yeah.
then obviously it's her mother, and they obviously talking like, why did you let me die, whatever the fuck, right? And then some barbarian shit,
Yeah.
right?
For
Like, that
real.
is what it was.
That's literally
Yeah.
That's for real.
That's literally what reminded me. On some barbarian shit, this woman transforms like into this huge creature. Like all you see is her arms, her limbs growing big and stuff. Like on some like, and like her head's like touching the ceiling, and she looks all gross and shit. That shit was lit to me. I was like, oh shit. I was like,
Yeah.
I was not expecting this.
It was obviously like the CGI looked obvious,
Yeah.
No, yeah,
and I was like, damn, that's CGI as fuck. But it's cool because I'm still enjoying it.
yeah. I was like, yo, what the fuck? I thought it was dope. And then there were some like horror scenes where like it was pure black and you couldn't really see, and she had the lantern and stuff, and she popped out like a couple more jump scares. I thought that whole scene was scary as fuck, and it was dope. Like, and I forgot to mention this, but that scene with this big chick or whatever, and same with Barbarian. I forgot to mention in the Barbarian review. It reminds me of like some Resident Evil stuff. Like, imagine a Resident Evil that actually made a good show, a movie, incorporated these type of these type of scenes. You know what I mean? That would be so fucking dope. It's perfect content material right there. But yeah, we get those scenes, and then what happens? What happens after that?
She burns the monster.
With the lantern, right?
With the lantern, and then she walks out of the house, and the house catches on fire, and she's like, "Okay, it's over. I killed the monster." And then she goes and drives back to the ex-boyfriend's house.
Oh my god! Yes, yeah. Go on, Hob. Go on.
And then they start talking in the living room, and then you find out that the boyfriend's possessed.
Yeah,
and
dude.
he starts smiling and starts talking shit, and you're like, "What? Like it's still going on?"
Dude, that shit. That blew my mind. I'm like, because I thought it was over.
Yeah.
I was like,
whoa, what the fuck? And then you get the scene where the ex-boyfriend's standing like this, and then he immediately runs after. That shit was creepy. I was like, oh shit. And then she opens the door, closes the door, and she's back in the house.
She's back outside in front of her old house.
Bro, that shit was crazy.
And then, that's when the actual boyfriend pulls up. Right?
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah, and she runs back into the house because she's like, no, like, because she realizes like, oh my god,
He's here.
I'm about to pass it on to him.
Yeah.
And now she's like, no, like, don't follow me, whatever. And then she goes inside. The boyfriend chases after her. He's like, Rose, like, let me in.
Trying to break the door down.
Yeah, and eventually he does get in. He walks in. He walks to the chair.
No. But first, what happens is before he's breaking in, we see the monster like talking with her. Like kneeling and talking with her.
You're right.
And then she's screaming, and then we see the monster like the side view, like of her fucking mouth opening like crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
No,
Some
sorry.
mirrors type shit.
Oh, Rose's mouth like opens like a fucking like her jaws is open.
And then she puts her, and then she makes her.
The monster goes inside of Rose.
Inside her mouth.
Dude, that whole scene was gnarly as fuck.
Yeah,
I'm like, yo, that shit fucking creepy and dope. You know what I mean? I thought that was dope as fuck.
Yeah.
And then so after that, that's when the ex-boyfriend busts in. He's like, Rose. And she sees Rose like perfectly normal.
Yeah.
He's like, we got to get out of here. And Rose just turns around with like gasoline over her.
I think she's still pouring it over herself or some shit.
Was she? Oh, whoa. She has like gasoline over and even on the floor, and she just takes out the matches and she starts lighting it.
And she was smiling.
And she was smiling. And obviously the ex-boyfriend knew what was
sitting
happening.
There.
And she catches herself on fire, and through the boyfriend's pupils, like as it's zooming in on his face, we see Rose just like her body being covered on fire. And that's how it ends, right? That's basically how it ends.
Yep,
so it's passed on to him.
Defeat. Like our characters didn't win.
Yep. And honestly, I really did enjoy that.
One of those horror movies.
Yeah, I actually did. I actually did enjoy that though, that they didn't win. I thought I was like, yo, that's fucking.
They're bitches.
The concept was dope too. You know, I really did enjoy that. You know, but yeah, that was pretty much it. Let's get into final thoughts and final verdicts. Start with you, Mario, again. Or should we reverse it? Should I start with me?
Yeah, just start with you. Yeah, I guess.
So final thoughts, man. I still think Barbarians was better. It is what it is. Fucking this.
I'll still slide for this.
I still slide. Hey, no, for this one, for this chick, I need like instead of 4 shots of Henny for Barbarian, I need like 5 for this one, or like 6. You feel me? So I can slide. I'm a hydroplane.
Oh man,
you feel me? All right, anyways. It was a good horror movie. It was definitely one of the better ones, you know.
That's true.
And I honestly did enjoy it, minus obviously the annoying shit that was going around us.
Wow.
The jump scares were not really cheesy to me. The concept was really unique and cool, and obviously with that whole scene, remember when the monster was going inside her mouth and stuff? That is what the girl saw from the beginning, and that's what happened to her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I thought that was it ties in perfectly and stuff. The acting was really good too. I enjoyed all that, and I think so. My final rating is going to be a solid 8. I'm gonna give this film an 8.
So, yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8 too. I've seen the same thing.
Fair enough. Mario, what do you think?
I'll be honest with y'all.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
The fact that the last 3 horror movies I've seen I've enjoyed.
Yeah, that's facts,
with
bro.
the Black Phone, which
Black Phone,
I think
yeah.
we're on a roll when it comes to horror movies.
Don't jinx it, bro.
I know, I don't want to jinx it, but I'm just like, damn, because for a while there, horror movies were dog shit. Like, they were
Yes, bro.
bad.
That's
I'm just
facts.
like, damn, when are we going to get a good horror movie? And we
That's facts.
have these past 3. So it's been awesome being spoiled like this. I am with Hector. I do think Barbarian's better.
Yeah.
That movie was amazing. This movie's also good. It's a very good horror movie. I recommend it. It's definitely a watch. That being said,
So I'm actually curious because he gave Barbarian a 10 out of 10.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? So
With
I
that
want to see
being
what he
said-
gives for this one.
I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Nah,
What?
I'm joking.
I was like, huge jump. Like,
Hell no.
okay.
Nah, I'll probably give it. This one I'll probably give an 8. Also,
All right, yeah, that's
mean-
fair, man. An 8's a solid score.
I
You know what
probably
mean?
might rate it more, but the audience kind of it was annoying.
Well,
But I'm taking that out of it. I feel like I would have enjoyed it more. Like I would have probably been more
All right.
immersed
yeah.
from that point of view. But I still
All right.
enjoyed even with the
Yeah.
annoying ass motherfuckers.
No, yeah, that's fair enough. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys so much for listening, and remember, don't let your past haunt you guys. Take it easy.
Peace.
See him.